Hello everybody, I'm Crystal from Android Authority, and this here's a first look at LG's newest smartwatch, the LG Watch Urbane 2nd Edition. The big story with this watch is that this is a world's first Android smartwatch that can actually connect to cell towers with 3G and LTE speeds. This means that the Urbane 2nd Edition takes the nano SIM card, so it does appear that you'll be able to make phone calls and get notifications without a phone, which is very interesting. Now, of course, to do this, there needs to be antenna bands located somewhere, and LG had a pretty smart idea of incorporating these antenna bands into the wristbands of the Urbane 2nd Edition, which keeps the watch itself looking very clean. And of course, it's capable of standard Bluetooth and Wi-Fi connections. The LG Watch Urbane 2nd Edition is still made from a polished stainless steel housing, which looks very beautiful and has a very nice strong build to it. Once again, I have very small wrists, but with this watch being 44.5 millimeters, it feels very good. It's not the thinnest smartwatch, but with its curved ergonomic wristbands, it's quite comfortable. The round screen is still present with the 2nd edition of the Urbane, but this time the 1.38-inch POLED display gets a bump up in resolution to 480 by 480. That's 348 pixels per inch, which is one of the sharpest displays we've seen on Android Wear. Unfortunately, we weren't able to test out the Urbane 2nd edition with the screen on, so we couldn't see this display in action. But if this is just a sharper version of the already great display on last generation's Urbane, that's going to be one beautiful display. There are some new additions above and below the ambient display button. By pressing the top button, you can launch your favorite contact, and the bottom button will launch LG's Health app when pressed. However, there's no word just yet on if you can customize these buttons to launch other settings or apps. Inside the Urbane 2nd Edition, we have a 570 mAh battery, which is quite a step up from last edition's 410 mAh battery. LG claims that you'll be able to get through at least a day and a half to 2 days of use on a single charge. Lastly, we have 4 different color choices of these rubber wristbands, including a signature brown, space black, luxe white, and opal blue, as you can see here. The price has yet to be announced, but LG definitely seems to have stepped up the game here when it comes to Android smartwatches, and we're looking forward to powering on this Urbane 2nd Edition and playing around with it. So make sure you keep subscribed to us here at Android Authority for more coverage on the LG Watch Urbane 2nd Edition and other Android smartwatches, as we are your source for all things Android.